Hello and welcome to the Genuine Learning Blog. My name is Melissa Galasso, and it's that time of the year where we get to do a review of the previous quarter. So now that we have entered quarter three, we're going to take a look at what was issued in the second quarter of 2005. Honestly, it's not as much as we had hoped for, I will say. There are quite a few standards that did not get issued in Q2 and that were pushed back until Q3, so we are still waiting for many of those. On the FASB side of the house, they did issue two ASUs, ASU 2025-03, which is around determining the accounting acquirer in the acquisition of a variable interest entity. This removes the rules-based approach and provides a more principles-based approach to who is the acquirer, making it a little bit easier for application, particularly around these VIEs, making it more consistent. ASU 2025-04 is also a clarification on the share-based consideration payable to a customer. This is clarifying which section of the codification would be applied to these types of transactions. The AICPA did issue SARS 27, which is the applicability of AR Section 70 to financial statements prepared as part of a consulting service. This was a much awaited for final standard. This will make significant changes to many entities who have CAS services, who will move their CAS services out of preparation and just simply leave them in consulting. And that is because the financial statement is sort of ancillary to the consulting work that's being done in CAS because of the advisory work that was really what the client asked for. They did issue a peak issued, so this is related to ethics, an exposure draft with respect to engagements subject to the statements on standards on attestation engagements, or SSAEs. This is an ethics proposal because, again, there's no financial statement and trying to clarify the independence rules. Just after, I think it was July 2nd, the end of Q2, they also issued a proposal with respect to fraud, but we will talk about that when we talk about Q3. The GASB did issue their implementation guide for 2025. This has a lot of Q&A, which will be really helpful for those 6/30 year ends and the application of some of those standards that they'll be implementing this year. The FAF also issued their 2024 annual report. We did a previous blog on this, but if you are interested, it's always interesting to understand how the FASB and the GASB are funded and what their primary expenses are. But as much as what was issued, I keep coming back to what was not issued, and the compliance supplement has not been issued. This has been something that those of us who do a lot of work with single audits are kind of not so patiently waiting for at this point in time. So we don't have a compliance supplement, and we are obviously, now that the 6/30 year ends have kind of come and gone, that is the first set of year ends that are applicable to the 2025 compliance supplement. So again, stay tuned. We will do a little bit of announcement when that does come out. But that's a wrap. As I said, Q2 was supposed to be pretty big. We didn't get our CECL standard. We didn't get quite a few standards that we were expecting. We definitely didn't get a compliance supplement. So that made it a much shorter vlog than we were expecting for this time around. But hopefully it gives you an update on what you need to know what's happening in 2025. And we look forward to returning to our normal blog schedule post our Wellness Week last week. So thank you guys so much. And I look forward to seeing you on a future blog. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.